we used to have a system at one time where you take a kid in grade 7, and by that time, you could tell if he's academic or not. You can tell by grade 5 or 6. They would take that kid at grade 7 and say, okay, we need to split this up. He needs to do his academics. He's got to have that. But he's also got to be able to survive in the system. So they would start them in grade 7. When you do trades, you're using your hands, you're looking at it, you're doing it, you can feel it. The 3 key ingredients to learning. Academics is not like that. Academic, you take that book, you sit there and read it, and the theory is you should be able to do it. Now that you've read it, you should be able to do it. Not all kids can sit and read it. They don't have the attention span. It doesn't pique their interest. So we got a curriculum now that's academic. It has literally removed, in a lot of cases, the practical part of it that keeps that kid focused, calms them down, and a lot of the kids that even myself, when I hit grade 7, had never heard of shop because I came into the city from the country. When I got to grade 7 and they told me, the first teacher, when we first moved, told me when I got there, I don't care where you were at in school in Port Elgin, you're going to fail. You're going to fail because I don't think you are smart enough to what the kids are doing at this point in school here. So, yeah, she failed me. I started grade 7 again, but I moved from the Old Victoria to the Edith Cavell School. And the first thing they told us the first week was, oh, you're going to do every Tuesday afternoon shop. To me, shop. And are we going shopping? What are we doing here? Then I find out that it's downstairs in the basement. There's a guy by the name of Mr. Bone, and he's going to teach us some woodworking. Well, I went in there, and he had 4 great big cases, Avery's with birds in it. All kinds of stuffed birds. So him and I kind of hit it off, right off the bat. And I thought, now this is where I want to be. I'd like to be in a woodworking shop. Then we did sheet metal. Then we did a little bit of mechanical. Well, I already knew when I was 10 years old, I wanted to be a mechanic. So that was grade 7, where you started in shop and you had that to fall back on. I can make it through today, I'm going to shop this afternoon. I can make it through the week because I know what I'm going to do next Tuesday. I'm going to be in shop again. They took that away from the kids. Every industry out there will tell you that the key ingredient to finding a student with the aptitude to do trades manifests and really comes out of them between about 10, 12 years old, from there until 18 or 19. If you lose that kid and take that want and desire to be in trades away from him by the time he's 17 or 18, he'll give up on everything and he won't even want to become a tradesman anymore. So when we seen what they were doing in 97 in the school system with taking the shop classes out and that kind of stuff, I thought, oh my God, what are we going to do now? These kids have nothing to fall back on. That literally, to me, was where a lot of this at-risk problem came from. The experts in education, you've got to have grade 12 and we will beat you into a diploma through grade 12 if we have to. They took those courses away. There were reasons behind it. But when they took those courses away, they left those kids with nothing to fall back on. The kid that wasn't academically inclined enough to function in the system, they didn't look at them and say, okay, now we have to provide an education for this kid. It's our legal duty. We got to bend some rules here. We got to do that. Some people did. Some teachers did. Harry Doyle was one of them. Those kids still survived and did okay because they had somebody with the insight in the system to say, okay, this is not, we're not going to go with this full bore here because it's not helping anybody. You've got a system then where, okay, these kids can't fit in academically. What do we do with them? Well, let's not go backwards. Let's not put the trades programs back in. Let's move it forward, and we'll do a special education program where they only get a half a week, 1 or 2 days maybe at times, in an alternate school site. And what are they going to learn? What are they going to do there? A watered down academic version of the same curriculum that the kids that do really good academically are getting. How's that helping the kids? How's that doing anything for a kid that really could develop into the perfect tradesman, or as good a tradesman as you're ever going to find with a diploma from grade 12? Because that diploma doesn't make you smart. It just means you've got a grade 12 diploma.